Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In this video, if you haven't heard the news already, Cleveland Guardians have gotten the #1 overall pick in the MLB draft lottery. I didn't know the MLB had a draft lottery, but apparently they do. And in the draft lottery, the Cleveland Guardians got the first overall pick. They were projected to get upwards like a 5, 6, 7 overall pick. Somehow they got the first overall pick. I'm not complaining. But what I thought we could do is, I'm a Cleveland Guardians fan, Cleveland sports fan as always. So what I thought I was going to do is I'm going to go through, kind of review some of the top 5 overall prospects that the Guardians could go after in the upcoming draft. I believe it's like in June. So we're going to kind of go through the 5 prospects that they could possibly select, and then I'm also going to go look at the mock draft to see if any of these prospects do line up. As we kind of go through the prospects, I'm going to give you guys my opinion on if I think the Guardians is a yay or nay on if I think they should draft them. I'm not too much in depth with like MLB prospects. I'm not really into watching college baseball or even high school baseball, so I'm not really going to give you the best analytic point. If you're looking for an analyst, an MLB analyst to talk about these prospects, you came to the wrong place. But I'm going to stop rambling. So if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you go ahead and drop a like. It's very much appreciated if you do so. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, if you want to go and check out all the prospects, or basically it says here 5 potential candidates for the Guardians for the first overall pick. If you want to go check this out for yourself without having to listen to me, I'll put the link down in the description down below. But we're going to get right into this. So we can see right here, #1, we have J.J. Weatherholt. If I butcher the name, correct me in the comments. But J.J. Weatherholt, an infielder out of West Virginia, is the first prospect. 21-year-old junior, led D1. And with a batting average that I'm not stupid when it comes to baseball. I understand these references. I played baseball growing up, so leading the league or D1 in batting average is great. Total of 16 home runs, 60 RBIs, 24 doubles. Led the Big 12 in stolen bases. So he seems like he's gonna be a very athletic infielder. And with the Guardians, I believe they're talking about possibly letting go Jimenez. We let go of Rosario last year in the trade deadline, so we are down a shortstop. We possibly need another shortstop. If Weatherholt could come in, be a shortstop, maybe that could do something. It says here, while he's been a primary second baseman, Mayo believes that he will attempt to prove that he can play shortstop next year. That would be big time because, like I said, with Rosario gone, if Jimenez also decides to leave in the future, we are going to need either a shortstop or a second baseman. I believe Jimenez might stay, but if with Rosario gone, this could be a huge pickup to solidify that infield because we got Ramirez over here on third base, we got Naylor on first base, and then if you can get the second and shortstops to kind of work together right there, we have the infield set. Next up, we got Nick Kurtz, I think I'm saying it right. Says here, this year, the 20-year-old sophomore hit .349, finished in top 5 in the ACC with 24 home runs, which was second, 69 RBIs was 5th, and a .784 slugging percentage, which was second. He was named first team ABCA All-American. This would be a huge pickup, but I do think we already have, enough first basemen. We got Naylor, who's already good. We got the other dude that we picked up from Oakland. For some reason, I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So I think we're pretty much set up at the first base position. If this guy could rotate into being like being a backup first baseman, maybe, and then we could let some of the other depth pieces go, save some money there, that could be big. Because with him already having a huge slugging percentage, we already know Josh Naylor, he's big on the slugging. I mean, that is what we need. The Cleveland Guardians, what we are known for is we can do little dink and dunk singles and hope the other team does some errors and just steal bases. That's what we kind of are known for. We need to get some outfielders or even some infielders, whoever on the field, guys that can get their slugging percentage up, because we need some home runs, because that's where the MLB is moving nowadays. Guys like to hit home runs, and we just can't hit them. Next up, we got Travis Bazzana, I think is how you say it. Second baseman at Oregon State. This year, this 21-year-old junior hit the team best .374 with 11 home runs, 55 RBIs, 20 doubles, and a school record 36 stolen bases. He was also named second team All-American by 2 outlets. We all know Oregon State can produce some pretty good MLB talent. We already know Adley Rutschman from the Orioles. He came from Oregon State as a catcher. That dude is balling out in the MLB. The thing that I don't like about this is, like I said with earlier on, the other dude, JJ, he could switch over to shortstop like they said. I think we need a shortstop. Like I said, with Rosario gone, we need a shortstop. If this guy, Travis Bazzana, can switch over to shortstop, that would be huge. Second base, I don't think we really need a second baseman right now. And the thing that I don't like is the fact that he's only got 11 home runs for this season when he's 21 years old. I'm going to need that number to be up in like the 15 to 20s, especially for like college. If you're going to be like a balling out in college and then go into the MLB, I need that number to be higher. When I look at the stolen bases, you're right there with what the Guardians like to do, but you need to get that home run number up. We got Chase Burns out of Wake Forest. It says here, this year, the 20-year-old sophomore went 5-3 with a 4.25 ERA, 114 strikeouts, and just 22 walks in 18 appearances. He had 8 starts at Tennessee. He was named to the 2023 Golden Spikes Award midseason watch list. It also says Callis writes that his 14.3 strikeouts per 9 innings ranks 3rd in Division 1 this season. The thing with pitching is I think the Guardians have a pretty nice pitching rotation already. I don't really know what's going on with Shane Bieber yet, if he's going to be traded or not, but if we kept Bieber, you got Bibee, you got Allen, you have Bieber, like I said. Tristan McKenzie was injured all last season, but if he comes back healthy, we got him. And then we have a pretty good depth, like a relief pitching and bullpen. So I think our pitching staff is pretty good right now. It's like I said, our hitting is the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and say this now. This is going to be a no on the first overall pick. And last up, we got Jack Caglianone, I think is how you pronounce it. I looked it up for somebody pronouncing it. Caglianone is how you pronounce it. He's a first baseman and a left-handed pitcher, so that's interesting. It says here this year the 20-year-old sophomore hit 323 with a school record of 33 home runs and 90 RBI. He also made 18 starts on the mound, going 7-4 with a 4.34 ERA, 87 strikeouts, and a 190 opposing batting average. I went and watched a little bit of film on each of these guys, just like a few minutes, just to kind of get an idea of how they all play, their hitting, and some of the guys like this dude that could also pitch. And I'm going to be honest, this dude is a freak. The only dudes, I'm going to say it now, the only guys on this list I would be pretty much happy with the Guardians taking, if they took Jack, easy steal. And he could probably be up in the MLBs within 2 years max, I would say, maybe 3 years. Usually they give him like they give guys like 3 or 4 years before they eventually get him up there on like an average timeline. So the great ones, they can get up there in like 2 years. I see that's where Jack is right now. So kind of looking at the list overall, the guys that I would say are going to be a yes is going to be JJ Weatherholt. He is a yes because, like I said, he can move to shortstop. That would be huge. And then the only other guy that I would consider is Jack Caglianone because of the hitting, the slugging. That dude would make a huge difference for the Guardians. Here's the only problem. Like I said earlier with the other first baseman, he plays first base. Can he play any other position? Like if this dude could switch positions, maybe play outfield, that would be fucking enormous. Like if he could switch over to play outfield and still be hitting the way he does, oh my god, that would be huge for the Guardians. Because look at the outfielders we have. I got nothing against Steven Kwan. The dude, his batting average is through the roof, stealing bases. He's a Golden Glove outfielder. I love him in left field, even right field or center field, wherever he wants to play. Our problem is the other two outfielders. Miles Straw is a great center fielder. I think he's Golden Glove material. It's just he cannot fucking hit the ball. I think his batting average is like in the 180s, 190s, and he averages like maybe 3 home runs a year. That's not going to cut it. Will Brennan gets maybe like 9 or 10 home runs. He gets like a 220, 230 batting average, but we need better from the outfielders. So after going through this all, and I'm going to give you my opinion, you may not like it, leave your opinion in the comments. I would say this: if you can draft Jack Caglianone and you can move him to outfield, money-making moves. Chase Burns, I'm going to say is a no. Travis Bazana, I would say is probably a no because that slugging percentage is not ideal for what the Guardians need. Nick Kurtz is the question mark. I'm going to be curious as the kind of months go on, kind of through the draft process and see what these guys are looking like and what the Guardians exactly need, because he also has that slugging percentage. It's just Nick Kurtz. The way he plays, he's like more of a bigger dude. I think he would be more ideal staying at first base rather than moving to like an outfield like the Jack dude. And then JJ, I would say, is the other candidate. It's all going to come down to what do the Guardians need? Do they need a first baseman? Do they need a infielder with shortstop and second base? Do they want to take one of these guys and see if they can rotate them into the outfield? Maybe through the draft process, they can talk to them and say, look, we have a first baseman and nailer. Would you be willing to move to outfield? Would you be willing to move to second or shortstop? They need to kind of communicate with these guys and just make them understand we have these positions kind of already solidified for now. In the future, maybe if Naylor were to be gone in a couple years, maybe the Guardians are stupid and don't pay him. Maybe that they could do something with one of these guys. But I'm just saying, they need to kind of figure out what they want their future to look like and then go from there. But other than that, that's all I got to discuss for today's video. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. As always with all these videos that I do make, if you go on to enjoy, make sure you go and drop a like. Very much appreciate if you do so. As I said a few times in this video, if you disagree with any of the opinions that I had in today's video and you want to drop your opinion on how you think about all the draft prospects down in the comment section down below, feel free to do so. As always, like I said, I'm not an MLB analyst at the slightest, so if you are an analyst or you know more about baseball than I do and you want to leave your opinion on kind of who you think the Guardians need to pick in this draft, or what you think the draft process is going to be like for the Guardians, like I said, leave it in the comments. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you're a fan of me and just watching the videos that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified the second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.